So what would you select as the destroyer of your Dungeons and Dragons world if Gozer the Gozerian from the Ghostbusters movie said to you, pick or select the destroyer of your world? Now, for those of you who are unaware of what I'm talking about, and I'm sure there's going to be some confusion, there's an old movie called Ghostbusters. I'm not talking about the new one. Forget about that one. The old one, okay, Ghostbusters, and they're on top of the building, and this god, Gozer, tells them, pick your destroyer. And they do. And suddenly there's this great, huge, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man walking down New York City. So now you get to pick the destroyer of your world. What would it be?
For me, that would be the Easter Bunny. And I'm not talking about the, fantasy Easter Bunny. I'm talking about a guy in a fur costume because when I was a child, I was traumatized. I have a distinct memory. I've got the picture for it, but just something about every Easter Bunny costume ever, like even now, even today, every Easter Bunny costume, they purposely designed to look just like a tad below Donnie Darko style. They want those Easter bunnies to be traumatizing to kids. I don't understand why, but they are creepy. And I know that a giant person in a bunny costume wreaking havoc would absolutely be maybe a cathartic way for me to get over my childhood nightmares. What about you, Mark?
Yeah, I like that idea. Facing your fears and all. I guess for me, being a Stephen King fan, from the movie The Mist, in that movie, they're battling these things that came from another plane of existence, and they go from anything from bugs to these squid-like things. That there are all these weird creatures coming from another dimension. But toward the end of the movie, there's a scene where Thomas Jane is in his car, and something comes out of the mist that is just so big beyond anything imaginable, monstrously big. I think that'd be a perfect thing to drop on them. And it's bigger than anything they've ever thought of. They're so minuscule. They feel like an ant compared to this thing, especially if they're all big and bad. We got anything. We can do anything that you throw at us. Not this thing. It's just beyond any scope. Imagination. So I like that because it's Stephen King for one. But number two, I love that idea that part, and Thomas Jane's character, it feels like so minuscule to this. In fact, it's one of the things that kind of puts him over the edge. He loses all hope, and I'm not going to give you anyway. But anyway, bad news there. So would not want to face that. So I would like to drop that on my players. If they make me mad. What about you, Caleb?
Okay, I had a bunch of different answers, but I have to be completely honest. It's something that I like to end campaigns with, and it's a long story, and I don't think I'm going to explain it. But if you Google search "dog thinks parade is for him," if there was going to be an entity that would destroy my world and end the campaign, it would be the dog in the meme image. Dog thinks parade is for him. And that is my answer. What about you, Frederick?
Well, I was thinking Disney. I was thinking, what's the cutest and nicest and most unassuming thing that could potentially destroy my Dungeons and Dragons world? And I would like it to be by accident. So I picked Goofy because I can just imagine Goofy lumbering around, falling over things, and basically just breaking up entire cities and towns and just causing complete strife. And that's by accident. Goofy, he's just big and lanky. That's the one I
Not
picked.
like that, but those clown shoes, if those things are stretched out for miles on end, can you imagine the destruction with every single step? Absolute nightmare.
Gosh, it's time for pain unending.
So let us know down in the description in the comment section, what would you pick to destroy your Dungeons and Dragons world? If Gozer said, pick or name the destroyer of your world, what would you select and why? All right, Trevor, get us out of here.
Alrighty, this was an absolute blast talking to all of you. I can't wait to see what comes out of this roundtable next. This was an absolute fun time. So let's go ahead and go round the wheel here, starting off with Mark. Where can we find all of your excellent works?
Yeah, you can find us at Dungeon Class on YouTube, but also on Twitter at Dungeon Class Show, and that's where you find us there. We also have an Instagram as well, Dungeon Class Show, and but that's all the places. And it's been great being on here. Thank you so much for putting this together, Fred, and thanks for having me on here. And this is good times. Love it.
Alrighty, Caleb. What about you? Where we can find all your sweet stuff?
I am Blandco on YouTube, Blandco YouTube on Facebook, and if you search Blandco, I'm sure that there's going to be a bunch of stuff. I try to make sure that all my announcements are on my community page for everything that I'm doing all around the lovely internet. So please support your local public library in this time.
Awesome stuff. And Frederick, where can we find all of your amazing content?
So you can find me on How to D&D on YouTube. You can find me on a Facebook group, which is called How to D&D. Yeah, I control that one. Thank you very much. And I'm on Twitter, but I don't really spend a lot of time on Twitter. I've got a Twitch TV channel, but I don't ever really use it. And that's pretty much where you'll find me. I don't think there's anywhere else.
Alrighty. Awesome stuff. Awesome people. Go ahead and check all of them out. Subscribe, like, comment, do all that fun stuff. But that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. And I cannot wait to see you all in the next one.